Give the gift that will help smash the patriarchy. That's the proposition for Made Charity Care International UK, which is offering an ethical Christmas gift that is academically proven to lift people, especially women, out of poverty and empower them economically. The charity has set up lendwithcare.org, a peer-to-peer microfinance website that sells gift vouchers which allow the recipients to lend money to people in 10 countries who are keen to start or grow a small business. When you buy or receive a voucher, you go and choose an individual you would like to lend to. It might be a fishmonger in the Philippines, a market stallholder in Ecuador, or a seamstress in Zimbabwe. The idea is that the loan will be repaid, at which point the voucher recipient can withdraw the money and spend it on themselves, or recycle it by lending it to another budding entrepreneur, and then another. As many as 83% of the entrepreneurs are women. Some have been widowed and are carrying on running the family enterprise, while others are single parents looking to get a new venture off the ground. There are also several groups of women seeking loans, such as the 20-strong Jubilee Group in Mazabuka, Zambia. Its members run a variety of small-scale businesses that include selling fish, maize, salula, second-hand clothes, groceries and vegetables. In fact, 83% of Lend-with-Care's entrepreneurs are women. Since the website's launch in 2010, more than 42,000 people, many of them Guardian readers, have lent £15.8 million to about 70,000 entrepreneurs. Care International's gender equality advisor is Helen Pankhurst, great-granddaughter of Emmeline Pankhurst and granddaughter of Sylvia Pankhurst, both leading lights in the British suffragette movement. She says at the end of a year that has seen the world start to open its eyes to the extent of UAL abuse and harassment in the workplace, it feels good to be able to take proactive steps to address the root cause of the problem, namely inequality. One of the most effective ways to prevent it is to economically empower women and make more women bosses, giving them agency over their own body, their families and their future. Pankhurst says this is especially important in poor countries, adding a Lend-with-Care voucher might seem like a small gesture, but for the woman entrepreneur who can build her status at home and in her community as she builds her business, it's life-changing. Lend-with-Care operates in Pakistan, Cambodia, Ecuador, Malawi, the occupied Palestinian territories, the Philippines, Rwanda, Vietnam, Zambia and Zimbabwe, with Peru due to be added early next month. The vouchers are available in various amounts starting from £15, and can be emailed to the recipient or printed out. In most cases the voucher will be a contribution towards the total amount the individual is looking for. Remember, these are loans, not handouts. The money is paid back in installments to the local microfinance institution that has partnered with Care International in that country. It then transfers these repayments to Care International, which credits them to the UK lender's Lend-with-Care account. The amounts being sought vary hugely. Mohammed Ejaz, for example, recently started running a grocery store in Lahore, Pakistan, and is seeking a loan of £196 in order to stock up his shop. Meanwhile, poultry farmer Luz Calderon in Catamayo, Ecuador, is seeking £2,462 to invest in her business and carry out repairs to her chicken barns. Care International recently got back the first results of a longitudinal study by the University of Portsmouth on the work of Lend-with-Care through its partner, Aku Wat, in Pakistan, and they make for very heartening reading. The researchers found that 74% of entrepreneur respondents reported an increase in business sales or profits, while the biggest changes in poverty score occurred for women and those who are illiterate. The charity says, "We think this shows that, in terms of value for money on charitable giving, Lend-with-Care is pretty special." As part of its March for Women campaign, Care International is holding a photography exhibition, Empowering Women Worldwide, featuring women who have received a Lend-with-Care loan. It will be held at the Gallery at Oxo at London's Oxo Tower Wharf from the 28th of February until the 12th of March 2018. What it means to the recipients: Mabel Chibala Kafwembe is treasurer of the Tayonga Women's Credit Group, and owns a grocery shop. Photograph Peter Catton. Lend-with-Care microloans changed the life of Al Iraqi. She lives in Kasur, Pakistan, and has no use in her right hand, and only some in her left. Having to bring up 2 small children on her own, she was worried for their future and thought about setting up a yarn extraction and recycling business, but didn't have the means. A Lend-with-Care loan enabled her to buy the necessary equipment and materials. She now works on her loom using her dominant foot to operate it. She buys second-hand sweaters from a local bazaar, which her family helps her unstitch. She then winds them into yarn she can sell. Financial success has meant the family is able to have regular meals, and the business has given her the confidence she needed, the feeling that, despite her disability, she can pave her own way in life. Another entrepreneur is Mabel Chibala Kafwembe Left, a widow living in the Kafu area of Zambia. She has 2 children, is treasurer of the Tayanga Women's Credit Group, and owns a grocery shop. Before I had access to the microloans, I used to struggle with my business, she says. But now I'm able to go to order goods from the wholesalers. I've also received training about how to save, for my daughter to go to college. I also opened another shop for my son within the market.